It's not very often that I'm prepared to label new technology as groundbreaking, but the Simrad 3D structure scan certainly is. It's not only going to change the way we see the bottom, but it's also going to make finding structures and fish easier than it's ever been before. We're just off the coast of Hillary's in the northern suburbs of Perth. This area is a fantastic fishing and crayfishing area and very popular with Perth boaties. We're here with Steve Burney from Simrad, and he's going to show us what this ground looks like looking at it through the new Simrad 3D structure scan. Steve, what is the difference with this new 3D?
Well, up to today we've always known like down scan sonar has been about for a few years now, and we also after that came the structure scan, the 2D imaging, so you can look left and right of your boat. Really good way to find structure and what's going on underneath on the seabed. But now the next step in technology is the 3D. So the 3D now brings everything to life. You really understand what it's showing you and how the ground looks underneath you, and that's a great advantage to the cray guys and the fishing guys. You'll see marks of the red images coming up as fish or bait in the water column, and then from that you get to see the bottom. You'll see structures, you'll see rises, you'll see bommies on the bottom, and that starts to really help you understand what's going underneath. Some of the charts might not show you that exact point, but now using this 3D you can work out if you're on the spot. So if I touch this, it's a pan and tilt idea, so you can look at the pan and tilt and you can zoom the screen around, you can pull it up, you can look at the freshest data coming down instantly as we move through the water. So what it's doing here is painting the ground. It's using the two, like a triangle cone angle, to start drawing the ground. And you can look at the different colours coming through to show you the ground type. So brighter returns means harder and darker means softer, so the sounder wave's being sucked in. We use all that to paint the map and to give you a good range of what's going on the bottom.
And Steve, if you do find a bit of structure that you really like the look of, can you mark it so you can get back to it?
Yeah, you can drop waypoints. It's similar to the software that we've had before, where you can scroll back in your history and just drop a waypoint on the ground that you see as the most productive and where the fish are sitting. So yeah, it's really useful to take you back to that exact point after you've drifted over it. So if we look here, we can see there's definitely fish sitting in that area. So we move to like a marker type mode. We can then drop our waypoint straight on top of that. We do a menu, new waypoint, and we save that waypoint. So that's waypoint saved. So we now know that waypoint 7 is there, and we can go to it. So we can go back to our chart plotter screen, and waypoint 7 will be in there, and that's the exact location of that fish. We don't have to guess where that is. We know exactly where it is. So if we want to go and fish that area, we can actually do a go-to and we can run straight to waypoint number 7.
I really didn't know what to expect today. Like many other keen fishers, I've actually looked at the video of the 3D structure scan. But when you see it in real life, it's amazing. I know these waters behind me really well, and I've fished here for many years and I've dropped cray pots for longer. But I've seen a view of it today I've never seen before, and it's going to change the way I fish and where I set my pots.